It really just builds up on you like that.
It does.
Oh my God. I almost felt like I was about to like travel through time.
Because you don't think, you're like, ah, it might be quick, and then all of a sudden it hits you.
Yeah. Wow. This is the most insane car I think I've ever seen or been in. Wow. Whoa. That's the scary part, folks. This is a 6-cylinder. 13,000 horsepower. Oh man!
But you see how quick you come up?
Yeah, it just comes up. Two hands on the wheel, folks.
Yeah,
Two hands. You can't look cool doing it. I mean, it's just.
I mean, it's not like the Audi. You can enjoy the Audi.
Yeah,
This
you can enjoy the Audi. This
you
one,
really have to pay attention.
You have to drive this. You have to drive this.
Because that car is going to be right here.
Yeah,
just like
instant.
that.
It's quick. It almost feels like you're flying, and I'm not over exaggerating this, folks. I mean, it literally feels like you're flying. Coming up this week, folks, we are back with another surprise. We're going to take out this beautiful 2014 GTR with a code name Godzilla. This is a car that's basically, they call it the supercar killer. And we get to take it out for a spin, man. That's what we got coming up. Jay Walker, watching Life Off-Road, right here on J-Dub Motorsports. Welcome back to another episode of Life Off-Road. Thanks again for hitting that play button, folks. And remember to go to my YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Really helps the channel out. A lot of y'all been doing that lately. Really appreciate it. The car we're featuring this week is a 2014 Nissan GTR. Now, I've been craving to get one of these on the show for years because this is probably the only car that when I'm riding in my car, my modified Camaro, I don't tend to mess with these because I pretty much know what these can do. These came out roughly around 2008, 2009-ish, you know. Back then they was pumping out roughly around 485 horsepower, all-wheel drive. They was killing everything. I think personally this car in particular probably saved the brand of Nissan because Nissan was kind of struggling. You know, they had the 300ZXs, the twin turbo 300Zs, and those were pretty good cars. When they came out with the 350Zs, I think in my opinion they kind of fell off a little bit. I mean, they were some good looking cars, but they weren't really more powerful supercars. They were more like grand touring cars, so they really wasn't really just out doing any damage or whatever. And I don't even believe those cars even came in twin turbo, and I know a lot of Nissan fanatics really had gripes about that. So when they came out with this particular car here, I think this car just out the box was just killing a lot of supercars, which is why they codenamed it Godzilla, the supercar killer, which this thing is. This one right here has been, I want to say this year right here, the horsepower rating was roughly around 565 horsepower, and it was still a good car. Quick story, when I did the Want to Go Fast event, which is a half-mile racing event, I met a gentleman who had just bought this particular car. He might have had the car maybe 3 weeks, and you know, with the half miles, we go to a private airport, we drag race down the runway. My car was just modified, and me and him lined up, and that guy smoked me on every pass, and he ran a consistent like 155 miles an hour just in the full stock one of these. The guy couldn't even really work all the controls in it because it was just so new. He had just had it, but it was a bad car, man, a supercar. This one right here is, I would say it's pretty tweaked up, and my good friend David, he's gonna come in and talk more about this car because I'm gonna let him explain to you what all exactly he's done in the car, because it's not just in stock form. David, what's going on, bro?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
We can officially call David a friend of the show because he has made multiple appearances.
Yeah.
So what we have here, man, this is a beautiful car, man. I always like the styling of this car.
So it's like I said, 2014, but it's been built from bottom up. It's a Lynch Mob Racing motor.
Okay.
It's a stock block, stock crank car because it can hold a lot of power. And basically everything above is forged. Forged pistons, rods, and we stage 2 cams. It's got Boost Logic 1300X turbos, so you can make around 50 pounds of boost if you want to. This car is on E85. It's a triple in-tank forged Innovations fuel system. So right now we're on my MAP 3, which is full power, 1357 to all wheels.
All wheels, folks.
Now if I'm on 93, I'm gonna lose a substantial amount of power and maybe make around 1,000. But currently we're on some good E85. On my gauge on the inside, it's telling me I got 78% ethanol. So I'm making full power. So I'm excited to get this thing on the road.
Man, I'm so anxious to drive this thing because I always wanted to drive GTRs. I was always curious about it, but to drive a modified, but that's going to be to the next level. Now, you said the E85s there. Are there quite a few E85 gas stations around here? Are they all?
So you got, so for me, I have to drive like 10 miles to get some good E85 because during the winter seasons, you can typically get E85 from like a racetrack.
Yeah.
The problem is that the ethanol content is low.
Okay.
So on my gauge, if it says I got 65% ethanol in my E85, I'm not making the amount of power I should be making.
Right.
So you can find those good gas stations that have good E85 all through the year. So I particularly go to Woodstock to get my E85, I'm sorry.
No problem.
But yeah, so, but I don't drive this car that much. So I mean, when I do, I make sure it's got some good E85
so
in it.
You can go out there and smoke some folks. I love the stance. And has this one been lowered or has been?
That one's on this, what my shirt is, BC Racing Suspension.
Okay.
And I did that a couple years ago when I first bought it. So yeah, it's been lowered a little bit. It's not completely tucked like the R8.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's fully adjustable. If I want to raise it up or bring it down a little bit more, I will. But I don't want to crash a splitter, so I keep it at a reasonable height.
Great looking carbon fiber splitter, folks, and the rocker panels on the end. These come with the stock, I believe stock these came with the 6-piston Brembo calipers.
Yeah, so
sure
everything's factory as far as the brake goes. The only thing I've changed is I just did new Brembo brakes.
Okay.
But other than that, it's factory setup.
Okay. Let's take a look at the engine because I want to show everybody what, the full 1,300 horsepower we're talking about here. All right, folks, so we got the hood up, and of course, by judging just by the appearance, this is not stock at all. I believe these came with a stock 3.5 or 3.6 liter twin turbo.
3.8.
3.8, okay. And it was, like I said, roughly making 565 horsepower at the time. But this is a cool setup, man. So
yeah, I mean, Lynch Mob Racing, he's a legend. He's been around forever, but he does a lot of these cars, and from what he was telling me was a stock block can hold up to 2,000 horsepower.
Jesus.
So I'm running a stock block and a stock crankshaft, but the problem is with this car is I'm borderline. Like that crank could go, because you shouldn't push a car over 1,400 horsepower with a stock. But nevertheless, it's holding up fine, so I'm not gonna say anything negative. Yeah. But titanium everything. From the downpipes, intakes, I had everything powder coated. Looks very nice. The intake, valve covers, and timing cover had everything powder coated just to make it clean. So yeah, I mean, it's an all around clean setup.
Now, did you have to do any work to the transmission?
Transmission is what they call a SHEP Stage 3 1K, which is in order to make the amount of torque that you want. The tuner can adjust your torque curve based on your transmission. So I knew I wanted to make over 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, so I had to go to Stage 3 transmission, which is I'm making 1,080 foot-pounds of torque. Okay. But it is a noisy car.
Yeah.
It drives like a race car.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be, you know, you get in it and it's just nice and smooth.
Yeah.
It feels violent as soon as you start driving it.
Yeah.
You know it makes power.
Yeah. And is this a 7-speed, 6-speed? What?
This one is a 6-speed.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I primarily drive it paddle.
Okay.
But the cool thing about the tuning is once I shift out of first gear, it will auto shift itself if I'm in full throttle.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about shifting anything.
Right. Let's take a quick look at the interior real quick. All right, folks, so we're going to take a look at the interior here. Now I'm going to let David explain what all we have going on here.
So everything is primarily factory as far as the gauge goes. The Nissan, they come up with different style gauges. I mean, you can choose whatever you want, but the one that's most important to me is this.
Right.
Because I want to see my trans temp, and then of course boost. But down here, so all the tuning comes from here. So I'm at 78% ethanol. That means I got some good gas. So therefore I'm making full power.
Okay.
Now if that was below 70, let's say 69%, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
I mean, it's still going to drive and make 1,000 horsepower. It's just not going to make full power.
Right.
And but I always want that percent to be above 70.
Right.
So yeah, I mean it's.
So you can pretty much control the tuning yourself at times, as far as.
So I can change, like right now, if I want to run 800 horsepower, I can do that. All I have to do is hit cancel and down, and you'll see my boost just went down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bump it back up to the full power, so cancel.
Okay.
And I go all the way up, and so now I'm making the full power again.
Okay.
So I have 3 settings: 800, 1,000, and full power.
Nice.
So right now we're on full.
And when these cars first came out, folks, you know, Nissan had kind of changed everything as far as electronics, you know, with the gauge cluster and everything. It was kind of, not going to say overwhelming to learn how to use, but you have your nice little toggle switches here, but it was an interesting setup. But of course, as time went along, I'm sure you played around with it, it became second nature to this bad boy. But yeah, it seems like you have everything at your fingertips.
Yeah, really the only thing I do when I get in it, I always click these 2 up. That's all my traction, and that's it. I don't do anything else.
Okay.
I mean, everything else is the gas pedal.
Nice. Well, I think I'm ready to hit the gas pedal, folks. So me and David gonna switch sides, and we're gonna take this bad boy out for a ride.
I'm not gonna drive it in auto, but I want you to feel how this thing shifts real quick.
Yeah. All right, folks, here we go. We're finally in Godzilla. I'm so excited to be in the seat now. You know, David's gonna take the car out first because, you know, this is over 1,300 horsepower, so he wants to make sure I don't hurt myself.
It's jerky.
Yeah, this is an all-out race car, folks. So this is a full shebang. So very excited, man. These cars, like I said, they deem, man, just that little shift right there.
That's what I wanted you to feel. So now you're right.
Yes, sir. To the left.
Clear.
Copy. We clear. Man.
So it's, like I said, it's not a car by any means.
Oh yeah, this is an all-out race car. And I'm sure this thing turns heads everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's fun. We'll be able to get into a little boost here when we get on 41.
Yeah. Got your boost gauge. All this is right. I love this feature. You can control. Now this car, you said the E85, so it's just pure running on E85. There's no.
Yeah, no, there's no mixture. It's straight E85 at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're at 77%, which is good.
Okay.
That means we're going to make full power today.
The supercar killer is what they call this, folks. And I've seen a ton of videos. I remember my very first one to go fast event, first car on the track, suited up car, ran 209 miles an hour. You think this one will probably do maybe 210 or somewhere around there?
At least, yeah, that's what it was built for.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, that's just a little.
I instantly want to take this to the track. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's you can definitely feel it. This is such a good looking car too. Now, how long did it take for you to find this one?
So I was gonna get a white one, and this one just actually happened to be closer. And you know, it wasn't a high mileage car, and I was like, it was pretty clean. So I just perked it. 10 miles down the road was basically what.
Oh, literally. So that's what I was about to ask you. Did you find it in the state?
Yeah, I mean, I searched for a little bit, and I wanted one that wasn't touched. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know.
Yeah. How many miles this one had on when you got this one?
I bought this one with 24,000, so we're up to 45.
Yeah.
But with the motor,
how about to say, did you build it when you first got it, or?
No, I did the full bolt-on, which was not messing with the motor, just all bolt-ons, and then at 42,000 miles is when we did the entire engine.
Yeah, so you just had that done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure this one brings a smile to your face every time you drive.
Oh yeah, when I'm in this car, I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah, I imagine. Like I always told you, man.
Like this guy right here, I would hurt his feelings.
Yeah. Like whenever I saw these, I was like, I had one guy try me. I was going up the Falcons training camp one morning, and then going up 85. We pretty much had it wide open, but I knew, and I could tell he had some work done too. So it's like you stay on Folks, I normally don't get any tingling in my stomach unless I'm on a ride. I just felt that. Jeez. Probably, I'm gonna say hop back over and catch up. See, this is why I need you, Corey, because at least the chase car, we have to wait on the chase car.
I'll make this Camaro YouTube famous.
Yeah, I think he just got that car.
Yeah, he ain't trying to fly.
Golly, I didn't even look down to see how fast you even got that up to.
Well, I'm scared to look down.
Yeah, This car, you really have to focus, pay attention, because I mean, it's just.
Because it comes on so abrupt.
Yeah, I hear it's like it's building.
Yeah, you'll see if you're looking at the RPMs, it'll come on at 4,000.
Yeah. Where is this one red line at, you think?
I don't know.
I
don't even look. So I'll demonstrate the anti-boost lag.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold this down, and it's going to build boost.
Okay.
I want this Jeep to get ahead a little bit.
All right. Hold on. He was Hey, slow up a little bit, Juwan, when you get back over. Try and let the boost build up. God, ain't nothing fucking with this, man.
No. Well, I haven't even got on it in fourth gear.
I'm about to say, yeah, you ain't.
I mean, there's just no runway.
Yeah,
I don't know how fast this thing is in fifth or sixth.
Golly, man.
So I'll click it over to auto, and then we'll switch over, and I'll let you pilot it.
Okay.
See how it does.
When you run bikes in these, I'm sure, like, has anybody ever just like y'all just pulled over and just chopped it up?
Yeah.
I mean,
I had a ZX10 friend. I didn't know him, but I busted his ass when we pulled over, and he became my friend on Facebook.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just you.
Damn. Because I've seen a ton of these videos of these cars just eating up bikes.
Oh man,
I'm like, man.
The scary part is they don't stop pulling.
Yeah.
These cars, like I said, we're just doing third into a quick fourth shift.
Yeah. I can imagine just
we're not even feeling the power.
Yeah. I don't even want to take this on the freeway just to see, because it's.
Oh yeah, it's just
man.
It scares me. I mean, to be honest with you,
I see why.
I'm really timid, and I respect the power that it has, because you got to watch the road. You need to make sure you can brake.
Yeah.
It's just a lot's going on.
Yeah. And the fact this thing, like you said, is all-wheel drive, so it just you punch it goes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now see, I think you're running some Triple Ace on this.
I am.
Triple Ace?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got the grip, the power. Yeah, man, this thing, this ain't for the faint of heart, bro. This is just scary fast. But they did a nice job with the build.
Oh yeah.
This is flawless. You know, to create this amount of power
out of a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, that's the scary part, folks. This is a 6-cylinder. 13,000 horsepower. Oh man!
But you see how quick you come up?
Yeah, it just comes up. Two hands on the wheel, folks.
Yeah,
Two hands. You can't look cool doing this. I mean, it's just.
I mean, it's not like the Audi. You can enjoy the Audi.
Yeah,
this
you can enjoy the Audi. This
you
one,
really have to pay attention.
You have to drive this. You have to drive this.
Because that car is going to be right here.
Yeah,
just like that.
Quick. It almost feels like you're flying, and I'm not over exaggerating this, folks. I mean, it literally feels like flying. And we're just in auto mode, but this is all out race car. You hear the turbos just spewing. And like I said, you had to upgrade the brand. I mean, these already came standard with Brembos, but you really had to.
I did. The first thing I did was replace them just to make sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be. I knew the first time I drove this car and got in the boost that I need to make sure my brakes were on point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I just bought all factory new Brembo.
Yeah. Yeah. No choice. I mean,
I can't imagine being in 5th gear trying to stop, you know.
I mean, you feel like you're in the plane, folks. I'm telling you. You feel like you're about to take off. You really feel like you're just about to take off.
But I can tell you respect it, because as soon as you get in it,
oh yeah,
get out
I get out. Yeah. I'm not trying to go gun ho. You know, I don't recommend this. You know, professional drivers at all times. But yeah, you gonna respect the power. You definitely gonna respect it. I mean,
yeah, because as soon as it comes on, that's what I like about you. You respect it.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to play it off. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hero.
But it throws you back so hard.
It does. This isn't dual clutch, is it? These transmissions, they are? Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, because it feels very, very similar.
It is. It's a more aggressive transmission, so so that's why it's so jerky when it shifts.
Yeah.
Unless you're in boost and it's smooth.
Yeah. Jeez, man.
It's a little different, huh?
It's very different. It's very, I love different. You know, it's I could just imagine doing this like on a half mile or just to really see. I see it now because when that guy did that first pull, I was like, damn, them cars are super fast.
Yeah, I've never done this one, but it's when you're in the full power, wide open throttle.
Yeah,
it is smooth. There is no, oh, am I going to lose traction? Or it's just you could.
Yeah, this thing it squats, and you know, one thing I can't say about it, I don't feel nervous. Well, nervous and scared, but it's you gotta respect, like you said.
Yeah, you gotta
know what you're doing.
You're not taking your hands off that wheel.
No, this ain't no. You're not profiling looking. No, this right here is 10-2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other part is just because you can floor, but it doesn't come on.
Yeah,
it doesn't come on until, like I said, around 4,000. But when it comes on, it's coming. And so you better be ready for it.
Yeah. It accelerates. It's literally, you can relate it to folks like an airplane taking off. You just get to going, and then once it's going, and when it's going, it's like
that's it.
All thing you don't have is wings on this thing. I mean, you feel like this thing is damn flying. I mean, it's unbelievably fast. That's all I can say. Best ride in the park.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite of the bunch.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Now, how often does your wife drive this one, or
she'll drive it every now and then?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's super low, man. It looks good though, man. It's a great looking car.
Thank you.
You know, the paint. I love the carbon fiber piece. Did you add that, or the car just came with those pieces on it?
On the exterior, I did.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's
normally these GTRs, they come with like the panels and the front splitter and the rear diffuser. They're all gray. So it'd be a black on gray. But I had my friend paint everything black, and then I did the carbon fiber accents.
Yeah, it looks dope. It's a perfect combination. And exhaust on this one, you have a
it's titanium.
Titanium, yeah.
So
a lot of guys go with the titanium on these.
So you can see how the transmission does like a weird shift sometimes. But yeah, that's what's on this one is the titanium.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's no cats, obviously.
Yeah.
Straight down pipes.
Straight airflow, folks. Straight power. Great brakes that you have to stop. These are steel rollers, 2-piece rollers you have on here.
Yeah, you definitely want to be able to stop this thing.
Yeah. Because I don't know if they offer the carbon ceramics in these. GTRs just had these cars were such fascinating cars, even going back to the 70s, early 80s when they first came out. And then it came back with this one. Like I said, in my opinion, kind of saved Nissan.
I'll have to show you a video of my wife in Japan on a Friday night with all R34s.
Oh man, I'm sure that's amazing. They are good.
I was like, oh shit.
It's always the build up.
Yes.
To get to it, but yeah, it's I mean, it's the perfect setup. Yeah, folks, like I said, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not.
Yeah, it's a monster.
That's why they call it Godzilla, and its name is well, it's a good reputation. This is, of course, by far the fastest car we have driven on the show. And I don't want to hear none of y'all talk about, oh, I want to rent. No, you're not doing nothing with this. I'm telling you, you're not doing nothing with this thing. This thing is just pure performance.
Come around with some RPM. I feel like second gear might be slipping a little.
Okay.
So come
through here.
Like get some more speed, then get on it.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'm just trying trying to listen to myself.
Yeah.
It got squirrely that time.
Yeah, it
That was perfect.
did. Good call. Good call.
Rolling into it like that. Because I think you just felt some good power.
Yeah, that was definitely better with it already being in like that.
But I think that's just the Shep Stage 3 transmission. It's I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you definitely had to play around with this thing for sure.
But that was a good pull. And I think you felt it starting to get squirrely.
Yeah.
Even
That's
though
why
it's all-wheel drive.
that better been good.
That was a nice one.
But it's just scary to think, well, what if you ran out fourth gear? I mean, you got to be hauling ass.
Yeah. I mean, fourth gear, I mean, like you said, I never look down and see how fast I'm going.
No, you're not. You're going to always be looking straight ahead.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know where to start with this thing, but I'm gonna say this on the record. This is the coolest, fastest car I've driven on the channel thus far. It's every bit of the hype. I see why they call it Godzilla. I see why they call it the supercar killer. When you modify this thing, it's no contest. That's all I can say about it. David, I appreciate it again, brother.
Yeah.
You got you an absolute monster in this thing.
Yeah, it's certainly a beast.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely lives up to the hype. Let me give a quick shout out to my new subscribers. Let me see where we left off at. Let's see, James Pulley, Keith Anderson, Donna Henderson, Michelle Magusho, Free Spirit, Keith Carter, my boy, Marco Vukovic, and that's it. Thank you for newly subscribing. Thank you to my current subscribers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in every week and sharing with your friends. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Go to my website, jdupmotorsports.com. Order you some merch, t-shirts, tumblers. When the fall season, like I said, starting to cool off. I also want to thank my help, my son Juwan and his buddy Kyle. They're the best photographers and cameramen in the business, and they always help me look good. I want to thank them. You can follow them on their Instagram. Check out more of their photos. Juwan is at jeddoc, JEDDOC.LLC. Kyle is at No Outlet Photos. You can follow me at JDub Motorsports on Instagram. That's all we got, folks. We're gonna take the scenic route back to David's house, so we'll have a little fun, man. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day in the afternoon, so we'll catch you guys next time. Later.